So in this next step, what you want to be doing is making sure that you are going to be quite comfortable while you are lying down. As you can see here, I've got a nice towel on the floor. I've got a small towel here that I can rest my head. You want to be making sure that the room is quite warm. It is quite difficult to do an enema in a room that's quite cold. I actually do my enema next to the radiator because I do like a lot of warmth when I'm doing my enema. Another thing that I use, this is just a personal thing, but I tend to use a block that sits behind my neck, and it just pushes the neck up a little bit and starts to release some of the muscles behind the neck. I have found that it is much easier to push the energy down with this product, so I tend to use that. What you want to be doing as well, it's not essential but some people do prefer to do it, is to put a cushion or another towel just under the back so that the bottom is raised up a little bit and it's easier to release the enema. So you don't really have to do much. I used to undress a little bit when I was first doing an enema, but after a while I realised that you only have to need to maybe pull down the trousers a little bit from the back, and it's just as easy as that really. So what you want to be doing is you want to be lying down, make sure you're comfortable, like this, and you've got the enema tube ready. You have the cushion behind the back if need be, just like this, and I am going to put on my head block like so, and all you do is insert the enema tip, make sure that you're getting quite relaxed, and all you want to be doing is turning the enema nozzle, which is here, turn the nozzle on, and you want to be making sure that the enema tip is quite far into the rectum. Now just allow the enema to move into the stomach. You are likely to feel a warm sensation. Some people find it a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning. It's not a problem, just try and relax into it. Some people say that the enema water is going too far into the stomach. It's nothing to worry about. You might feel it going quite deep inside. This is actually quite a good sign. Just please ensure that the enema doesn't have any air pockets in there, because you might start to feel a little bit uncomfortable. If you're first beginning an enema, I would suggest that you do it slowly, so turn the nozzle on and off until all of the enema in the bag gets inside. If it's too much in the beginning, just do half of the enema. It's totally up to you until you feel more comfortable. So when you're doing the enema, once it's inside, you want to be relaxed. Personally, I like to keep my eyes closed. You can either have your arms on your stomach or by the side, it's up to you. Some people like to listen to nice music. Personally, I like to do the meditation. So, when the coffee enema's inside, one of the benefits to doing a coffee enema is that it tends to draw the energy further down the body. Because the coffee is quite a young element, it naturally starts to draw the energy downwards, because the body is concentrated on the lower part of the body, on the root chakra, and because the sphincter is a little bit tense, it tends to draw energy downwards. As you do in the enema, you might tend to find that the head starts to release, starts to get more calmer and more cleaner, and you might feel some of the blood or some sensation that's running down the body. This is a good sign. Welcome it. So yeah, you want to be setting the timer in the beginning, maybe for 10 minutes. Personally, I do around 20 minutes per enema. You can do 30 minutes, you can do all the way up to an hour if possible. But for me, I just lay here and do the pushing down exercise. So the pushing down exercise consists of mentally bringing the energy of the ether, of the chi, of the ki, bringing it downwards. For me, I can feel this energy quite a lot. In the beginning, I could feel it, but not so much. As I've begun to practice more meditation and done more enemas, I can feel the energy more. At this point in my healing regime or healing journey, I am getting a lot of tension around the jaw area. This is one of the reasons why I use a block behind the neck, because I find that the energy is able to kind of move through the body a lot more. So in the meditation, you want to be concentrating on each finger, like in the pushing down exercise. Just concentrate on each finger one at a time. While pushing the energy downwards, you'll start to feel a tingling sensation in the fingers, but this is fine, this is quite normal. Try to let the thoughts kind of relax. You might find that the thoughts are racing quite a lot in the beginning, but the aim is to try and calm the mind a little bit, try and reduce its thoughts, try and reduce the overthinking. The act of concentrating on the fingers allows you to constantly bring the wandering mind back into the present, bring it back into the present by focusing on the fingers. And you want to be in a position where you start to see thoughts pass you by quite a lot. As you get more practice, these thoughts will start to calm down. Sometimes bad thoughts might come up, sometimes negative thoughts might come up, or old traumas. It's really important just to watch them, be aware of them, and be calm. After you start the enema for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you'll find that a calmness tends to come over you, which is very nice, very healing. It's very good to bring the body into a parasympathetic state, which is one of the aims of nutritional balancing, is to bring the body from a fight or flight sympathetic mode down into more of a parasympathetic way of being. So after you've done the enema for 10 to 20 minutes, longer if you want to, it's as simple as stopping the nozzle. So make sure the nozzle's stopped, and you just simply get up, head on over to the toilet, and it's just a release basically. So while you are releasing the enema on the toilet, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to remove. If you find that the enema is not coming out, don't worry about it too much. We generally find that if the enema is not coming out, that the person's a little bit dehydrated. Just make sure next time you do the enema, or you or after you've been to the toilet, you drink some good quality spring water. You know, make sure you're doing the 3 quarts of water every day like we recommend on the Nutritional Balancing Program. If people are struggling to get the enema out, one technique that I tend to do is I visualise the energy moving through. I visualise the energy opening up the colon, releasing the toxins. I do find that actually works quite well for me. And some other people tend to rub the cough. Rubbing the cough tends to help release the enema a lot. As I said, you know, you might get a little bit of the enema come out. You might get a hell of a lot of the enema come out, where sometimes if a lot comes out and you're quite sick, you might feel a kind of deflation, but it's actually a really nice healing kind of deflation. It's difficult to kind of express until you've actually done it, basically. So, you know, some people, I used to even meditate on the toilet. Some people like to read, some people like to listen to music. I know that there is a little product that you can buy where you can put your feet on there, which gives you more of a natural sitting position when you're going on the toilet. That tends to help release the enema a lot more. I've used one of them in the past. They're actually really good. So when you're done, simply flush the toilet, give the toilet a clean, give your hands a clean, and then it's over to cleaning the enema.